Alright, this is my Extreme Rules 2011 pay-per-view review. Uh, the card obviously had piss poor booking. All the matches had piss poor booking. Had piss poor build-up. Just, there was nothing going into this card that I was looking forward to aside from the ladder match. The last man standing match and the false count anywhere match mean nothing because the opponents were all on different brands, so it was obviously the end of the feud and there's no shot in hell it's continuing, so they mean nothing. Two of the matches were just added on at the last minute. The country whipping match, I don't think anyone was looking forward to. The Divas match, no one was looking forward to. And the steel cage match for the WWE Championship just seemed forced. Like, if it was like, and the outcome, like, I'll get to that. I'll talk about it when I get to that, but the outcome really just hurt it. I thought going into it that they made a triple threat so that the Miz can retain. But then they had added the steel cage stipulation, so I just thought, why couldn't Miz escape the cage and therefore he could still beat John Cena without actually pinning him? But in the end, Super Cena prevails, and the entire match just, it couldn't have been a one-on-one match. I mean, Super Cena won anyway, so what the hell? It makes no sense. It could have been John Morrison and R-Truth in a one-on-one match, which I would have actually preferred, because Morrison did do a lot of good stuff in here, but he really didn't fit into the feud. He really didn't do anything. The feud was John Cena and The Miz. He was just there. His feud is with R-Truth. I would have liked that to be on this card, but it wasn't. Instead, we have a forced match with a piss poor ending. But anyway, on to the first match, which was surprisingly the last man standing match with Randy Orton and CM Punk. I hated the card placement. I hated the match placement on this card. This is the opener. Did not work in my opinion. I would have much preferred the Falls Count Anywhere match with Rey Mysterio and Cody Rhodes to open the show. This match should have been where that was, and they should have reversed these two. This rivalry had so much heat. And I just felt it should have been farther down on the card, not the opener, not the curtain jerker. That was piss poor decision. And the match wasn't really, in my opinion, at all exciting. It was the last man standing match. I felt it should have been either an I Quit or an Extreme Rules match, and they should have done a shitload of more stuff in here. They should have had tables. They should have had things like thumbtacks, broken glass. Like I wasn't expecting thumbtacks and broken glass. That's hardcore matches, but McCool, I don't expect them to do that in here. But if they would have, that would have made the match so much better. The rivalry, they just had so much heat with each other, and all they did was whack each other with a Singapore cane for 20 minutes, and one or two chair spots. Very, very disappointing match. The beginning was fast paced in a way for like the first 5 minutes. CM Punk got a couple Singapore canes in there, started hitting Orton with them. Orton hit CM Punk with them. They brought around the ring for a few minutes. The chair was brought out. They did some good, not really good. They just did some chair spots. Nothing really notable aside from the fact CM Punk wedged the chair in between the ropes, and Randy Orton threw him into the chair and went through the chair. That was a good spot, I guess. Then he went for the RKO on the announce table, or CM Punk was going for the GTS on the announce table for no reason at all, because it wouldn't have broke, it would have just been on there. So, I don't know what the point was that was, other than for Randy Orton to do the RKO, which I think was supposed to go through the announce table, but it didn't, so it might have been a botch. It looked like it was a botch, because Randy Orton looked like he was in serious pain. Good, fuck him. But still, the end of the match came out of nowhere, where CM Punk threw Randy Orton back in the ring. CM Punk was on the top rope. He had the Singapore cane in his hands. I don't know what he was going to do. Probably dive and hit him in the head or something. I don't know. Why he couldn't just hit him in the head to begin with without diving is beyond me. They made CM Punk look like an idiot in this match. The decisions they had him do were just retarded. But anyway, Randy Orton there was another Singapore cane in the ring. He got that, started beating CM Punk with it, then delivered an RKO from the top rope, and then CM Punk was down. CM Punk should have went over here. There was no reason for Randy Orton to go over. He did not need this win. Just fucking piss poor booking throughout this match. The match itself was good, I'd say. I'm giving it 3 stars. But it wasn't great. some illogical decisions, like just some of the things they had CM Punk do just made him look stupid, and just a very underwhelming match. Like, it was just Singapore Cane after Singapore Cane, a chair spot, and another Singapore Cane. There should have been, like I said, thumbtacks, tables, more stuff going on in this match than just a Singapore Cane. So, underwhelming match, piss poor outcome. CM Punk should have went over. He needed this win. It's been a year since he had a pay-per-view win, so that's horrible. But anyway, next match was the tables match for the United States Championship with Sheamus defending his title against Kofi Kingston. The match was originally supposed to take place on SmackDown, but then Sheamus attacked Kofi from behind, and Kofi couldn't compete. And the match was added on here at the last minute when Teddy Long announced the match after Randy Orton and CM Punk. They did a Donald Trump thing where Sheamus demanded to see Kofi Kingston's birth certificate because he didn't believe he was from the United States. Yeah, whatever. The fact that McMahon's taking a shot at Donald Trump is kind of surprising, but, you know, it's a stupid little segment. But the match itself was actually surprising. This was probably the best tables match since the Hardys and Dudleys from Royal Rumble 2000. And that was probably the best tables match ever, in my opinion. No shot in hell it had in beating that. But I'm not a huge fan of tables matches. It's just put your opponent through a table and that's it. But that's not usually what they do. They usually just brawl around the ring, and then they wind up putting each other through a table, and that's it. It's almost by accident, especially with Sheamus and John Cena 2 years ago. But this match was actually focused on putting each other through the table. There were a couple of good spots where Kofi was running to Sheamus when he was laying on the table in the corner. Sheamus was out of the way, and he split his legs and dodged the table and landed on the ropes. That was a good spot. Sheamus hit the bro kick on Kofi, then he had the wherewithal to jump over the table. Then he had the Trouble in Paradise on Sheamus, and the table was too far away. Just a lot of good spots in this match. Kofi really showed his athleticism, especially with the ending. Sheamus was recovering from the Trouble in Paradise, got up, and then leaned against the table, and Kofi jumped high in the air, amazing hang time, and just a leg drop to the table, a very good spot. Kofi did win. He's a United States champion. Happy to see him as United States champion. Hopefully they put him in good feuds and bring some prestige back to the title. Kofi is a guy that can bring prestige back to the title, especially with guys like CM Punk and Jack Swagger there to challenge him for it. So hopefully they actually do something with it rather than just have it be a prop like it was 2 years ago with him. Next match was, and I give that match 3 stars. Next match was the country whipping match with McCool and Jack Swagger versus JR and Jerry Lawler. Piss poor match, nothing to say. They were just whipping each other with the thing the entire time. Cole came out in bubble wrap. Jerry Lawler ripped it off him. Piss poor match. And the ending was fucking atrocious. McCool and Jack Swagger. McCool goes over again by rolling up JR. Horrible, horrible decision. Now we have to see another month of this bullshit. If they stretch this out to SummerSlam, I'll be pissed. This is one of the reasons I'm not watching WWE TV anymore. I might watch the pay-per-view depending on how the card looks. But this is just horrible. I'm not watching Raw for this shit, and I'm not watching SmackDown for another piece of shit they decided to do, which I'll get to in a minute. But this match was horrible. 1 star. It was better than what I expected, considering who was involved, with JR and McCool. But they were just whipping each other the entire time, and no one really did anything in the match. And the outcome was atrocious. 1 star. Next match was the Falls Count Anywhere match with Rey Mysterio and Cody Rhodes. This was better than the WrestleMania match, and that's saying something because I really enjoyed the WrestleMania match. They did a lot in this match. They went all over the arena. They went up and down the ramp. Mysterio did a senton off the stage onto Cody Rhodes. They brawled in the crowd. There was a spot where Cody Rhodes gave Rey Mysterio a Boston Crab in between the rails. Sorry about those pauses because of my fucking dog. But anyway, yeah, they were brawling through the crowd. They did a nice spot where Cody Rhodes put Rey Mysterio in a Boston Crab through the railing in the crowd. Nice spot. They actually did some stuff in the concession stands. Mysterio tackled Cody Rhodes through 2 trash cans in the back. They did some good stuff where Rey was gonna put Cody Rhodes. It looked like they teased him putting him through glass. Then reversed that, did that hopped on the counter, and then did that kick during Mysterio's face that he does. I don't know what he calls it, but Nice spot there. They came back down the stage after Cody Rhodes was continuously just, trying to get away from Mysterio. They went back in the ring, did some good stuff with each other. Then Cody had Rey on the top rope on the turnbuckle. Rey shot out green mist out of his mouth into Cody Rhodes' face, delivered the 619 and the splash for the win. Whatever. I expected as much. Cody went over at Mania, so he still looks credible, and Rey does kind of need the win to make him look credible as well. But the match itself was probably the best of the night so far. About a 3 1/4 star match. It was too short to be anything more. I do believe that they could have done a whole lot more if given more time. But for the time they were given, it was a damn good match. Next match was a no DQ, no countout match. It was a loser leaves WWE Divas match. Michelle McCool vs. Layla, nothing at all to talk about. I'm giving this an extra half a star for 2 reasons. 1, Layla's ass showed, and 2, Karma debuted. Yes, Karma came out after Layla beat Michelle McCool after whatever. I think she rolled her up. Something happened. But then Layla went to the back. I guess she's a face now or something. I don't care. If she actually gets the training she needs to become like a good wrestler, then I won't mind her in the Divas division. But she needs to like pull her stratus and learn how to wrestle before I even care about her. But anyway, Michelle McCool leaving. Thank God. I hate her. Karma came out, delivered the implant buster. Fucking awesome. I laughed my ass off. Fuck you, Michelle McCool. Anyway, next match was the ladder match for the World Heavyweight Championship with Christian and Alberto Del Rio. Very good match. A lot of good back and forth action. They had amazing. These two have amazing chemistry together. And the ladder match stipulation really helped out. Christian had some. He took a lot of punishment in this match. He had a couple bruises and scrapes on his body throughout the match. And they did some good teasing with both of them winning throughout the match. I really felt that both men had a shot to win. Had a chance to win, so that's a plus there. There was another spot where Christian was laying on a ladder set up outside, and Alberto Del Rio went for the elbow, and then Christian was out of the way, and he it looked like he was supposed to go through the ladder, but the ladder just kind of bent in an awkward position, and he fell over. Still looked extremely painful though. Then Christian went to the top. Brodus Clay came out, looked to put him through a ladder or something, like tackle him on the ladder. Christian reversed it, threw a step ladder at his face. He got busted open bad. And just how I like it. So good seeing that much blood again, and especially in this PG era. Fucking bullshit. Christian was bleeding pretty badly too. Alberto Del Rio put him in an armbar in between the step ladder, so that was a good spot. Del Rio looked like he was going to win, then Edge came out, beeped the horn, distracted Del Rio. Christian pushed the ladder over, he landed on Brodus Clay and Ricardo Rodriguez, knocked them 3 out, then Christian wins. Thank fucking God. Finally, he wins the World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, wait, what was that? 2 days later? RKO, 1, 2, 3. New champion. The fuck? See, no, wrong. I want Christian. People want Christian. The peeps, they want Christian, not Randy Headlock Orton. The fucking T-1000. Fuck him. I hope he dies. I hope he gets hurt. I hope he injures whatever the fuck he almost injured that he got Ken fired for. I hope to God he gets hit by a Hummer. Fuck him. Side note, they really should have passed Christian some lipstick. That way he could have at least looked pretty while they fucked him. Fucking retards, man. But again, for this pay-per-view, good moment seeing him and Edge celebrate. His win immediately brought prestige back to that world title. The excitement in his face, and just it was so good seeing him champion for those 2 days. Fuck Randy Orton. Fuck Vince. I hope they both go to hell. The next match was the Lumberjack match for the Tag Team Championships. Kane and Big Show versus the Core. Running the match is placed on here. The Lumberjacks, half of them I didn't even recognize. I know Evan Bourne, Santino, and guys like that were out there. Then, I think it was NXT rookies. Who cares? Match, there was really nothing to talk about. Ezekiel Jackson delivered a power slam. That's about it. Yet again, the Core looked like idiots, so, yeah. To think these guys were part of the most dominating stable in years. Just, goddamn. 1 star, Kane and Big Show go over. Next match was the main event with the Triple Threat Steel Cage match for the WWE Championship. Yay! Super Cena wins. Fuck. Ugh, Miz should have won here. Morrison did some good stuff. He delivered Starship Pain from the top of the cage. Cena was Cena. Miz was Miz. They did a double suplex off the cage onto Miz, which looked like he almost broke his neck. So thank God he's okay. Truth came out, cost Morrison the match, almost cost Cena the match. Then he delivered the AA off the top of the turnbuckle. On to Miz for the 1, 2, 3. Cena wins. The fuck? They had a chance to make